Okay, let's check. Okay. All right, we've got sound, we've got everything. Seems like it's time to begin. So, for those that still don't know me, my name is Heidek, and on these live streams, I will be talking about what just happened today in the cryptocurrency market, what I think about regarding 11 years of my experience. In between the lines, I'll be explaining, I almost said expecting, explaining what high-tech meme coin is and why you might be interested. And Jesus is king, and let's go. So let's start. Let's start. Let's go with someone is calling me. Okay, sorry guys. I had a very important call. I had to pick it up. I don't know. I don't know how is that possible that this person has called me just now. So yeah. So let's start. Sorry guys. Sorry guys for this. Very important call. So yeah. Today I'm live streaming for Delhi. I don't know what to expect, to be honest. So recently I experiment with different, let's say, with different places where I get the most love, and who knows, maybe here is going to do the trick. But I suppose in Delhi right now it's a late hour, so I'm not sure how successful this live stream is going to be. Anyway, so yeah, pretty much what I've been expecting, right? So the title of today's live stream is a powerful confluence. There's one powerful confluence that is happening right now in the crypto space, and well, quite a good one, to be honest. Quite a good one, very powerful, definitely very powerful. But first, let me open one up here on my phone, just so I have a solid look at this one thing here. So yeah, but before I will reveal it to you, allow me to quickly review what is up, what we can see in the charts, like what we can read from it. So Bitcoin, as I was predicting in my previous live streams, is holding on. I didn't really see much reason for it to, be falling lower, as many were forecasting. Like, revisiting 94, 92K. Some people were talking about 88 and so on. I didn't really see a good reason for that. Then, of course, Trump stepped in with his posts on Truth Social, talking about just giving away stimulus checks left and right. They call it tariffs dividend. So, yeah, that's pretty much sealed the deal, I imagine. And then another one thing happened, which I will be talking about briefly very soon, that to me is sealing the deal even more. Funny enough. But yeah, on the daily, when I switch over to Bitcoin on the daily, here is this. Okay, hold a second. Allow me to switch this one up because otherwise it will be showing us silliness here. But anyway, so as you see, we have bounced off. We have bounced from this, of course, 100K level. So far, it's looking very good, right? We were fighting here for 5 days. before finally bears made a step back, as you see, and I think it's about time to surrender for the bears because, like I pointed out, we've been in this situation before, and every single time we have this kind of a setup, we win, right? I mean bulls. I mean, I'm bullish. Me myself, I'm bullish. When I look at Bitcoin, when I look at surrounding environment, you know, Bitcoin reserve, sovereign Bitcoin reserve narratives, they'll end up in a disaster. Don't doubt about that. They'll definitely end up in a huge disaster, in a huge correction of this market. But for now, they have got a lot of room to grow still. So I think it's far from over. I think we definitely have enough of steam to run for, I don't know, one more year. So yeah, I expect this cycle to take much more time, maybe even 2 years, because the size of a capital that has joined the market this cycle, the cycle is like 10 times greater than what it used to be. So that's why, yeah, it's very difficult for me to lean towards the bearish side just yet. It's not like I can name let's say 10 or 20 companies from the top of my head that do strategy Bitcoin reserve. So that means we are still not there yet. We are still not there yet, and I keep reminding you that TradFi plans to switch to stablecoins with their trading. So that is the biggest game changer for the crypto sphere, specifically for altcoins, because that literally crashes all of the barriers in between the wallet of average Joe, let's say, or average, I don't know, average whatever country citizen, and the altcoin market or the meme coin market, right? So that's the biggest news, as a matter of fact. Not strategy Bitcoin reserve, to be honest. That one is the most famous so far. Is the one that everyone talks the most about, but it's far from the one that has the most impact, carries the most impact. So yeah, I expect this move to continue. I don't really think we'll have to stay here with this choppy price action for weeks to come. I think that's unnecessary. I think the level of oversold that we can see across the board is so extreme that you must look up. There is, I mean, to be better right now, I don't think that's smart. Considering the sentiment. By the way, guys, share, like, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Then definitely don't forget to do so. And yeah, if you have any questions, write in the live chat. By the way, I think I don't see all of the messages here in the live chat. And don't forget that for those that subscribe to my channel, at some point I will give away one whole high tech, which is my meme coin, whatever the price is going to be. Recently, there was a little bit of a drop because one of the early investors cashed out, but that's his mistake. He will regret it big time. I know it for a fact because I know what is coming to my project. I'm in the talks with several exchanges, so things will, let's say, gain speed probably sometime this month. But yeah, I think not so long from now, it's going to be worth much more. Maybe even this month it will come back to its all-time high. I would not be surprised because it's still a very low liquidity coin, so it doesn't really require a lot of, let's say, capital injection to get back to where it used to be at the very top. So yeah, Bitcoin dominance plays a role here naturally, and yeah, today's daily could be a little bit better. It was red for vast part of the day. Now it has flipped green. So as you see, we are still on this support on this uptrending line. We must break it. We must go below it. Maybe we'll have some sort of our test and then continue to 57. Yeah, it's marked at 57.18. But you can round it up to 57.2 easily. And then things will go fast from there. We'll go down the hill. Why? Because Bitcoin dominance, generally speaking, has zero trajectory, as I call it. So its destiny is to actually hit zero, not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, not even next year. God knows it could happen in 20, 30, 40 years, or maybe just in few years. But one thing is certain, it will go down to zero eventually. Something will, you know, come over and overtake it, push it off from the first place at the podium, and then it will slowly, continue to fall behind the rest. Why? Because it's very big. Its community is big. The structure is big. Let's say, how do you call it? All of the business, surrounding it have a little bit contradictory interests. So, most of the companies, they want to maintain status quo, which is do not change anything, because then we have to change it. We have to, adapt, and that's work, and that costs money. We don't want to spend money. Most of the people, they have that kind of mindset. So that's why, sooner or later, with community that big, this is number one cryptocurrency. Some introduction will be will be made just too late, right? Some changes will be made just too late to come up. But yeah, I mean that's what we are talking about. You know, some foreseeable future, not really that close. Probably during our lifetimes, but like I said, it's not going to happen. Not even next year or next couple of years, most likely. So as of now, of course, the only thing we can analyze is when this thing is going to break down, because it will. It will. I don't really think Bitcoin will come back to 66% of dominance anymore. I think that was the last time it has seen this level. And those that, I don't know, rely on it or count on it, at some point we have to learn that those times are not coming back. They'll have to, let's say, count on some less ambitious. Let's take a look at others. So guys, remember, I live stream. Usually, I live stream a couple of times a day, not a week, a day. Sometimes even thrice a day. Today, I've done only one live stream, but that's because I was very busy. Unfortunately, I was very busy. So yeah, tomorrow I'll fix it. Tomorrow I'll make up for it. I'll definitely live stream at least twice. So if you like the format, if you like the vibe, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And on top of that, you might win a high-tech meme coin, a whole high-tech. Why not? I don't think that's a bad deal. So okay, at least here we see a little bit better news because candle body above $250 billion level. As you see, I have it marked here as one of those important levels. And yeah, this is another, let's say, milestone in breaking out from this overcoming this confluence of resistance, because this is a confluence, but this is not the confluence I've been talking about in the title. This is another this is a bearish confluence which we are overcoming, and I'm about to tell you a bullish confluence, which is something very rare. And that is, let me find it somewhere here, my screenshots. Where was it? Probably here. Was this one? Yeah, I think so. So James Wynn and Capo are bearish at the same time. Quick, hurry, exit all positions immediately. These guys are always right. Yeah. That's a joke, of course. James Wynn and Il Capo of crypto, they are never right. Practically never right. So since both of them agree in the same time, I mean, if you have any shorts open, just close them, because just now you run an immensely large risk of getting liquidated, much greater than any time in the past. So yeah, once I saw that one, I'm like, okay, yeah, we are going higher. We are definitely going higher, because these guys are absolutely terrible when it comes to forecasts of the crypto market and what it is about to do. And here, for example, here we have account of James Wynn, Hyperliquid. You can actually track it on hyper-info. If you haven't known about it, me, I haven't known about it. I didn't know about it until recently, because I first of all, I do not trade leverage. I trade only spot, and I advise you to do the same, because leverage has the bar risen so high when it comes to trading precision that mathematically speaking, you must get liquidated sooner or later. It's like I don't know, ice skating. Sooner or later, we'll have to hit the ice. It's just a matter of time, not a matter of when. It doesn't matter how good skater you are, how good ice skater you are. So yeah, this guy overall, he has round trip. No, like close to. I mean, he went up to $76 million, and he went into negative to 22, right? 22. So that makes it over 98. He lost over $98 million, right? And he's in short right now. He opened a short, of course, and he's losing it again. He's in negative, minus $10,000, over $10,000. At the very end of the day, he will get liquidated for sure, because the sentiment is way too bearish, way too bearish, meaning that we have to go literally the opposite direction. And on top of it, when we go over to Google Trends, the reads we get from Google Trends in the United States, which is the United States are the most important when it comes to analyzing sentiment and interest, because this is the largest economy in the world. Me, I'm not American myself, but I've got no problems with admitting that. And yeah, like for example, meme coins, this meme coin search term is at 11. That's the lowest in last 12 months. When we go to altcoins, it's going to be the same, the lowest in 12 months. This one nosedived. Nothing comes close to this low. The second lowest one last 12 months was 15, right? And Bitcoin is the same. So the lowest, I think. Am I right? Yeah, I think so. It's 45. Oh, okay, no, Bitcoin is not the lowest because it's second lowest so far, but it's still very very low, right? Second lowest is it's not high. I think we can agree on on that one, right? So that's good. I mean, some people could think that's bad. No, that's good because bulls hate to be ridden, as I tend to say, meaning that the less people people are in this market, the more likely it is for the bull to run because it has to be ridden. Whenever the bull realizes someone is trying to mount it, what it does, right? It jumps, it kicks, it jumps to the sides, right? It, it tries to shake off the rider. That's called the rodeo. If you haven't known about it, look it up on YouTube. What rodeo is, and yeah, bull must be left the F alone if he wanted to be riding, to be running. Sorry, not riding. To be running fast, aggressively. Roaring. And it seems like this is what we are getting right now. So James Wynn, a couple of crypto sentiment, literally licking the floor. And last time I saw something like this was in 2020, March 2020. That's the only thing that compares that comes to my mind, to be honest. So that's really, really, really good setup for a nice rally up. So Bitcoin will highly likely continue to rise. I would be surprised if we don't see 150K this year. We'll probably see it. Like 90% probabilities. I give it 90% probabilities we will see 150K still this year. But what excites me the most is, of course, not Bitcoin. What excites me the most are altcoins because altcoins are historically oversold. They are very, very. They are much actually on average. They are much lower than this chart here indicates because this chart is composed of altcoins on Binance, and Binance, they did a very intense rotation of their coins. They listed a lot. They listed new ones. So that's why this one looks much better than the overall altcoin market really looks. The overall altcoin market probably is comparable to this chart. It's much closer to this chart. So like this, so it's much more flat, right? Much more flat, meaning it's much more exhausted, much more oversold, and it will have it much, much easier to give us a lot of growth. So that's obviously good news. And I think it will happen this very month. I think this very month we are about to see an absolute explosion. So yeah, you tell me guys what you think. You agree or disagree? Share, like, and subscribe. And you might be interested in investing in high tech, which is my meme coin. This is the only project I promote here, and it will stay that way. Hence, it translates more or less to a stock market of my social media. This is not my only YouTube channel. I have another YouTube channel as well that I run in my mother tongue, which is like 10 times bigger than this one. This one actually is very, very small. For whatever reason, YouTube gives me a lot of trouble in growing this, a lot of resistance in growing this channel. I will grow it anyway. My Polish one is 10 times bigger than this, and yeah, this coin, I'm a very stubborn individual. I decided I will take this one here to literally top of rankings. It will be a meme coin that pretty much all of the crypto scene knows. And you can join early or wait until it gets late and hop in then. But you know what that means. You will just keep all of the all of the pumps on the way up. So the link, of course, you will find in the description section of this live stream to his liquidity pool. I think I also added a tutorial to how actually acquire this meme coin. And yeah, I think it's very interesting. I think it's very, very, very interesting. I think you should consider it. Throw something small. If you don't believe me, if you don't trust me, throw something small like $1 or 2 or 3. If I'm wrong, you will lose nearly nothing. If I'm right, you will see, I don't know, 50x, 100x, 200x from here, and that will literally become accountable money. Yeah. Okay, guys. So again, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your time, and I see you